Hello students. Um, I'm going to show you how to carry out the sixth exercise out of the 10 exercises that have been already shared with you. And this is the sixth exercise. We are going to see how we can draw this exercise with the help of the software. So to start with, you can see that this particular exercise, this particular geometry, it can be drawn in all the four quadrants. So you need not specify any one single quadrant. You don't have to choose the first quadrant itself to draw this. You can take the origin as the center of this particular geometry, and you can start with it. So here, if you observe this geometry carefully, which is the very first step of this particular exercise, you have to first understand what are the different entities that have been used. So here you can see you have one circle, circle 1, there is another circle, circle 2, and circle 3. So first we will try to draw all these three circles. So let us just understand what are the diameters of these circles, or if radius is given, let us know the radius of it. So if you see the outermost circle here, the radius of this outermost circle, it is given as 75 mm, and the diameter of this second circle, the inner circle, it is given as 120 mm, and the diameter of the third circle is given as 72 mm. So let us first start with drawing all the three circles. So let us go to Mastercam, and here initially we will check for configuration. Let us see whether it's in metric or not. It is in metric, so this is correct. Then press F9 to get this all the four quadrants. So there is an option of you choosing the first quadrant to carry out the exercise, but as it is, you can see for us the all the four quadrants included would be an easy option to construct the geometry. So I'll be following that. So to start with, I'll go to the main menu and say create. I need to create three circles of 150 mm diameter, 120 mm diameter, and 72 mm diameter. After reading the drawing, that's what I have understood. So I go to the main menu and then say create. In create, I go to arc. Arc, I am selecting the circle point plus diameter option. So here I need to enter the diameter. It is asking me to enter the diameter at the bottom. So I'll enter the diameter as 150 mm and press enter. Then it is asking me what is the center of it. So I will choose origin as the center. So you can see without me doing anything, it has already taken its position on the screen, and I will say screen fit. Okay, so it's conveniently visible to us. Okay, let me now go for the second circle. Again, I'm choosing the same. I'm in the arc option and I'm taking circle point plus diameter. I know the diameter of the second circle, it is 120 mm. So let me enter the diameter as 120, press enter, and take origin as the center of it. So this is the second circle. Again, I'm in arc option. I'm taking circle point and diameter. The diameter of the third circle is 72 mm, and I'm taking the center of the circle as origin. So these are the three circles. I'm still in the circle command, so I'll press escape and come out of the command and go and click on the main menu. So this is the first thing that I've done. Now next, what do I have to do? Next, if you can observe this particular exercise that is shown here, I will mark the points where the holes need to be drilled. Okay, so you can see the diameter of this hole that needs to be drilled is 10 mm. So whenever it comes to drilling operations that have to be performed, you need not show the circles. You can only show the point where the drilling has to happen, and the drill bits that you choose should be such that they will give the required diameter of the circle. So here in this case, what we will do, we will only show where the drilling has to happen, and then you choose a drill bit which will be of 10 mm diameter. So that's what we will do. Where is this the holes to be drilled? It is at the intersection of y-axis and this circle of 72 mm diameter. So let me go to, yes, I'm in the main menu. I'll say create point, and I'll just give the position where the points have to be placed. And if you want, you can choose intersection as the point of reference, and you can mark the point. So this is my point 1 where the drilling has to happen, and here at the point of intersection you get the square box. That means it has selected the exact region where the intersection of y-axis and 72 diameter circle is happening. So these are the 2 points where the drilling has to take place. Again, I'll choose the main menu option and be ready for the next step. So if you observe this geometry, I have an option to get this pocket and then get these the contours, the geometry to get the contour. So before that, in order to construct that, I will have to draw a line which is 45 degrees with respect to this origin. So now, first let me draw a line which is 45 degrees. So I'll go to create line and I'll say polar. Okay. So it is asking create line polar, specify the end point. So for me, the end point is going to be origin. Next, what is the angle? Okay, it is 45 degrees. And then it is asking what is the length. So I'm choosing 75 because that is the biggest circle or radius of the outermost circle is 75. So I've chosen the length as 75. So this is a line which is 45 degrees. So in case you want to change the style of this particular line or the line type, you can go to the option of solids, sorry, you can go to the option of screen. In screen you go to change attributes. In this you select the line style. Here you have few options. I'm selecting the center and I'll say OK. Once that is done, you can just select the line whose attribute has to be changed. So here it is done. Again, I'll go to the main menu. So I have drawn this 45 degrees line now. Okay, now with respect to this pocket, let us see how this pocket has to be drawn. So if you observe this pocket clearly, it is basically made up of two circles. This is the inside circle which is having a radius of 27.5, and then there is this outside circle here which is having a radius of how much? Let us see. Yeah, here. It can be seen here. The radius of this is 45 mm. So I will draw two more circles, create arc with radius and point. So the radius of inside circle is 27.5 mm. Enter and take the center as the origin. And there is one more circle with the point and radius with 45 mm as the radius. Enter and take the origin as the center. Okay. So I'll come out of this command by pressing on escape and go and click on the main menu. Having done this, can you see at the point of intersection of this x-axis and this 72 mm diameter line, there is another circle that we can draw which is of the diameter or which is of the radius 9 mm. Okay, so this one, and also at the intersection of this 45 degrees line and 72 mm diameter, there is another circle that I can draw. Let us do that. First, create arc, point and diameter or radius, you choose anything. What is it? 18 mm will be the diameter. If you're choosing radius, it is 9 mm. So say enter. Now it is asking you where is the center of this circle. So the center of the circle is at the intersection of x-axis and 72 mm diameter circle. So this is the uh, place where I have to keep one circle and also another circle of the same diameter at the intersection of this 45 degrees line and 72 mm diameter circle. So at this point of intersection, so if you want you can even choose intersection as an option and choose this line 45 and this 72 mm diameter. So once I choose on both the options, it automatically took the center of the point of intersection of this 45 degrees line and 72 mm diameter, and it has placed the circle there. Next, now I will trim off the region that I do not need here. So main menu, go to modify and say trim. I'll select two entities. So what I want, I'm going to choose that first. What I want to keep back. So this is one and this is second. Okay, so it has cut the extra part. I am still in the trim option. I'm choosing the two entities once again. I want this, I want this part. So it has trimmed it. Also, I want this, I want this. So it has trimmed off the extra part. So while you are trimming, what is important, if you're choosing two entities, that means you are supposed to select the two entities which you want to keep back, and what you want to delete, you have to not select that region. Okay, now this is selected. So I'll go to the main menu. I need to draw something similar on this side. So what I can do, I just can get a mirror of this particular pocket. So I'll go to main menu and I'll say X form. In X form, I have an option of mirror. So if I want to get the mirror, I'll first select the part that needs to be mirrored. So I have selected. When once it turns into this white color, that means the that particular area has got selected, and then you say done. Now it is asking mirror about. So I want to mirror it about this y-axis. So I will say y-axis. And do you just want to move this or have a copy? So we want to have a copy of it. And so I'll say copy. Okay. So you can see this red color region is the pocket that we created, and the mirror of it is made on the left side of it in pink color. So this is what we require. So if you observe this exercise, the geometry that is shown here, we have taken care of these drills and the pocket. Now only left is this U cut that is there here, right? So now how to get that? If you observe at the point of intersection of this 45 degrees line and this 120 diameter circle, we can draw a circle here and then draw these lines. What is the diameter of that circle? You can see the diameter of the circle is 18 mm. So let me get that. I have main menu, create, arc, point and circle, point and diameter. So what is the diameter? It is 18 mm. And where is the center of it? It is at the intersection. So I'm choosing the option of intersection of this line and this circle. So it has by itself place the circle there. I'll come out of this command. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to draw the lines here. So how can I draw the lines? I will go to the main menu and I will go to X form and say offset. Okay, but before I go to offset, I will change the line style, because this is a center line style that I've chosen. I'll choose a solid line, because when I say offset, the same line style will be copied on the other sides. I want a solid line. So I will first go to main menu, say solids, sorry, main menu, say screen, and change attribute, line style. I'm choosing the line style to be solid and say OK. Once you choose that, you have to select the line whose style has to be changed. So I've selected this, and now the style of this line has changed. Now we'll go to main menu and go to X form and say offset. So it will ask whether just to move the line or to copy it. So I want a copy of it. How many? One. So at what offset distance? So if you consider this line, I want a line to be drawn here. This diameter of the circle is 18. So offset 9 mm this side and 9 mm this side. So I'll put it as 9 mm and say OK. So this line that has now has been chosen, that is white color, you select that, and on which side, whether you want it on the left side or you want it on the right side, on that side you have to click. So I click it here, so you get a line on the left side of it. Likewise, again I'll select this line that needs to be offsetted and I click on the other side, that is the right side. Now I can go to modify and trim option and trim the unwanted part. So I need this part of the circle, I need this and I need this also, right? So this and this region, need this and I need this, right? I need this and I need this. So this is how you trim it. Once you have trimmed, we'll go to main menu. Once you go to this main menu, we will erase off the unwanted construction line. So I don't need this 45 degrees line. I don't need this outside circle anymore. I don't even need this inside circle anymore. Okay. But now I need not keep drawing these U everywhere. There are 8 U's that are required here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So drawing 8 is not necessary. You have other options that you can use in order to get the replicas of this. So what we can do is go to main menu and then go to Xform. Okay, in Xform you have an option of rotate. Choose this option, rotate. Okay, and select what you want to rotate. So I want to rotate this U. So white color indicates that you have selected that region. Having done this, you choose the option done. Now it is asking you enter the point to rotate about. So I want this to be rotated about the origin. This is my origin. So I'll select origin. Whether you want to just move it or have a copy of it. Yes, I want to copy it. How many copies you want to show, how many copies you want to get, that is indicated by the number of steps. So I need total 8 copies of it, out of which one is already drawn here. So 8 minus 1, 7 steps. At what angle? It has to be at an angle of 45 degrees and say OK. So this is how you get it. You don't have to separately draw all of those. By using this rotate option, you can conveniently complete the geometry. Now we are just left with connecting the ends of this U. So again, I'll go to the main menu and say create arc endpoints is what I'll choose. So this is one endpoint and this is the other endpoint. Okay, I've chosen the endpoints, but here it is asking, the second endpoint is this. Now here it is asking enter the radius. So I already knew the outermost radius. I've deleted it here, but this outermost radius is 75 mm, right? See, you have an option of either okay, let me complete this first. Now, the part of these circles which you want to keep, you click on that. So I need this region. So I'm going to click on that such that everything else gets deleted. Now, what I have done here is I had first drawn the outermost circle, and after I got this one U, I deleted the outermost circle. Okay, if you want, you can still keep it, but what you'll have to do is you'll have to keep trimming the part here everywhere. Okay, so instead of going for the trim, at times can become a little not so comfortable task to do. Sometimes the some other line gets trimmed and all, and maybe it becomes a little time consuming. So in that case, what we can do is we can just delete off everything, and by using this rotate option, you can conveniently copy this whole thing around here. So how is that done? I'll go to the main menu. I'll go to Xform and say rotate. Rotate what? This particular. So I've selected what I wanted to rotate. That is this arc, which is shown in white color. And then I'll say done. And about what? You have to rotate it about the origin. Copy 745 degrees. All of that remains the same and say OK. So can you see you have got the arcs getting copied at the regions that are required here. So this is the geometry that we require. So this I feel is more easier than trimming the circle here in this region. Okay, at times it becomes difficult to trim. Sometimes maybe this extra line gets trimmed or so. So in order to avoid those complications while trimming, you can just go for this option of deleting the circle entirely, and you can just connect the endpoints. So having done this, I will just delete off the extra things that I don't need here. So this circle not required, I have deleted. So if you can see, this is the geometry that we require. Having completed this, now let us go for the simulation part. Um, First, I'll go to toolpath and job setup. So in job setup, I have to get an slab in which this particular milling has to be done. So in order to get that, I'll select the option of select corners. Okay. As it is already fit to screen, I will just zoom it out. Okay. And now I have already in the job setup option. So I'm just going to click randomly in this quadrant and in this quadrant as well. And then I'll give the depth as 10 mm and say Okay. So now you see there is this red color box around the geometry here. This red color box basically indicates the slab in which the milling has to be done. So having done this job setup, next again you go to main menu, the toolpath, and you go for contour. Now you know what has to be contoured. So this outside circle and the hues that you see here, they need to be contoured. So you have to select on that. So once you select, you see that everything has become white in color. And now you say done. Once you say done, you get this dialog box. In this, you have to give a right click to get tool from library. So we are going to choose the second, that is 2 mm and flat end mill tool to carry out the contouring, and say OK. Okay. Contour parameters. If you see here, the contour parameter, the depth is going to be, I'll give at random some 5 mm depth. It should be minus 5 mm because it's going downwards. The depth is given. And then you have this compensation and computer. Okay. This part is very important. You need to, now I have kept it as left compensation. Okay. I'll change it to right compensation and say OK. So if you see the right compensation option that I have chosen, which I have deliberately done here, you will see that the white color line that is seen here, the selected region, okay, um, inside that you see this blue color line. That means what? Whatever machining is going to happen, milling is going to take place, it will eat up the material which is there on the outside. So it is going to eat up that extra material, which is not correct. That's not what we want. We want the machining to happen from the outside. So what we can do is we will cancel this command. We'll go to main menu, tool post, and operations, and here I can delete this particular option and redo it. So I'm going to main menu, toolpaths, and I'll say contour. I'm selecting this part and I'll say done. I've already chosen the tool. I just need to change the contour parameter from mainly the compensation. I had chosen the right compensation, which was not giving me the correct machining. Now I will choose left compensation and the depth is minus 5 mm. I'll say OK. Now you see there is this blue color line which has come outside this particular geometry. So now this is done. Next is main menu. You go to toolpaths and we'll go for drill. Drill in this manual. Now you have to choose the points where the drilling has to happen. Now those points are already marked here, so I'll say point. Here it will ask select a point. So this is one point and this is the other point. Now it is saying checking for duplicate points, please press escape. So press escape and then say done. Now again you have to choose the drill bit. Right click, get tool from library. I'm choosing a drill bit of 10 mm diameter and say OK. Let us see the depth of it. Yeah, I need a through hole and the thickness of the slab is 10 mm. So I can give it as minus 15 mm, which will give me a through hole. Last comes is the contour. It is in the toolpath option. Contour, what has to be contoured? This and this region. Say done, and again you choose a tool from the library. We are again choosing this 2 mm flat end mill and say OK. Contour parameter, the depth for contour, it is given in the exercise as the depth to be minus 4 mm, that is 4 mm depth. So I've taken it as minus 4 and say OK. Okay. I think one second. I instead of taking pocket, I took contour, which was wrong. So I'll just redo it. Okay, in the main menu, we know that these need to be pocketed. So in the main menu, I'll go to the toolpath and choose the option of pocket. What has to be pocket? 1 and 2. This is done. So what is the tool that I have to select? I have to select the same 2 mm end mill. Pocketing parameter, yes, the depth has to be minus 4 mm. Okay, because that is specified. Having done this, you say okay. So this is the contouring. Okay, so having completed this, we will go to main menu, toolpaths, operation, select all, regenerate path, and we will simulate it by pressing on verify. So here initially before you can play it, you please select this option and make sure that you have chosen the option of use job setup values. So you say OK here and you play it. So this is how you get the simulation done. So you have the contouring completed. This is the pocketing with 4 mm depth, and these are the holes that are drilled with, which are through holes um, along the depth thickness of this particular slab. Okay, so this is how you have to perform this exercise.